On this week's Spiel on Entertainment, it is a short story by Pulitzer Prize winning playwright Arthur Miller. Jeremy Piven is in the performance, and according to Tim Estilos, it is award-worthy.
We're broke because I love to dance. Hermé, you are a true artist. How would you like to perform at the Kick Club? One performance. Who do you work for?
Jeremy Piven, it's a pleasure to chat with you about this film. Thank you for joining us on The Spiel.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, I caught the film about 3 weeks ago at a really small but special screening in Los Angeles. I truly enjoyed this film, and I'm got great hopes for it as we head into award season, as well as for an audience finding it.
Well, thank you. It's a those are great words to hear because listen, just getting a movie made is a miracle. It really is. And I'm almost thinking about doing a film about the making of this film. It took us 15 years. And yeah, if you never give up, it's hard to beat a guy who never gives up.
Tell us a little bit about this film. Let our audience know what this film is all about, because as you said, it took 15 years to get made. It's based on an Arthur Miller short story. If you could take it from there.
Yeah, the film was written by Pulitzer Prize winning playwright and author Arthur Miller, and his daughter Rebecca Miller had the rights, and so I went to her, and her husband Daniel Day-Lewis was in the background, kind of observing and cueing and whatever, and he is the greatest living actor and come out of retirement, thank God. And so it was a very intimidating phone call. I somehow got the rights. My sister Shira Piven put it together. She adapted the piece.
It's really a family collaboration as well, because I understand that your mother, at least in the early stages of it, brought this to either your attention or to the family's attention and thought it was a good role for you many years ago.
Yeah, my mother gave me the short story out of the New Yorker called "The Performance" by Arthur Miller 15 years ago, and she said, "This is a great role for you," and that's all she said. And my mother, she's been directing me since I was 8 years old on stage, and so when she says things, they really land. And boy, was she right! It's the best role I've ever had in my life.
Now, it's a story of a very ambitious, lifelong tap dancer who wants to further his career. I'm making it a pretty basic summary for it, but he finds himself in Nazi Germany at the near height of that regime coming into power.
People like you are trying to get out of there. Wake up! I've never had a house. I've never had a family. And you're gonna tell me I can't go for what I deserve. So, let's go out there and give them a show.
What about this screenplay resonated to you personally on that level?
What didn't resonate? I think that's the question. I think every single thing resonated. And by the way, I'm hearing, for the first time in my life, I'm hearing and I'll just quote some of these incredible publications, a career-defining performance, the best work of your life. This is what Variety and Pete Hammond and at Deadline and these incredible reviewers have said, and I'm so really just honored and blown away. And it's funny when someone says you've disappeared, and in this particular role, I reappear, because this is closer to me than any role I've ever played. And you asked me how these things resonated with me. Yes, I am Jewish. I was bar mitzvahed in a very we were called the Reconstructionists, a very liberal kind of eccentric group. We prayed to whom it may concern, and I was bar mitzvahed, and I'm tied to my Judaism. And I think that when we're living in times where we say never again about the Holocaust, and Never again means now. This movie takes place in 1937 with the backdrop of the Holocaust, which is a fascinating time because Harold May, my character, really believes, because no one's ever thought he was Jewish. He's always passed, as they say. So my character really thinks, okay, the anti-Semitism is starting to rear its ugly head, but we're still okay. I got the best offer of my life. Here's a guy that really loves what he does, as do I. And he wants his work to be seen, as do I. You know what I mean? There are a lot of parallels. I'm sure you could look at this role and go, well, a lot of parallels to Jeremy. And I think that what we do, has value. And we both think that art can override hate.
All right, sir. Thank you so very much. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, Tim.
Come on, let's go.